It's the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, bases loaded at Dodgers Stadium. Justin Maxwell stands in, heart-hammering, eyes sharp as a hawk, but his mind. That's a storm. Dorfman's voice echoes in the dugout. The battle here isn't just physical, it's mental. What happens in these moments decides legends. But how exactly do you master the unseen game inside your head when the crowd's roar feels like a tidal wave? Let's dive into the mental playbook that transforms chaos into clarity. Confidence isn't just a feeling, it's a crafted weapon. Dorfman shares how players flip pressure into power with mental hacks that rewire doubt into surge-saving energy. In 2014, Justin Maxwell stepped up in a playoff game that many thought he'd choke. Dorfman recounts how Maxwell visualized not the pressure but the perfect swing, quietly dismantling the noise. That swing didn't just hit the ball. It shattered his own mental barriers, teaching us that confidence roots deeply in preparation more than bravado. Think of confidence like a muscle. You don't expect it to appear without reps. Dorfman compares your mind to a gym where negative thoughts are dumbbells you refuse to lift. Regularly exercising through positive self-talk and mental rehearsal expands your confidence muscles, making nerves shrink as strength grows. The real magic: players who master confidence don't erase fear, they redirect it. Dorfman explains that this mental flip rewrites the internal narrative from "I might fail" to "I'm ready to rise." The payoff: instead of freezing at the plate, you feel a rush of joy and focus, unlocking performance spikes nobody predicted. Distractions are the silent killers in baseball. Dorfman's blueprint shows how hitters and pitchers alike harness hyperfocus to make split-second decisions that change games. Matt Cain, during a marathon 14-inning game, demonstrated extraordinary focus by blocking out crowd noise, scoreboard pressure, even his aching shoulder. Dorfman details how Cain's mental routine, breathing, locking eyes on the target, dismissing all else, created an unbreakable tunnel vision that led to a game-winning strikeout. Imagine focus as a magnifying glass. Dorfman explains when you zoom mental energy onto the smallest detail, a pitcher's grip, a ball's seam, it intensifies heat, burning away clutter. This concentrated heat produces mental clarity and motor precision, so your brain and body sync in breathtaking harmony. Instead of fearing distractions, Dorfman teaches to harness them. The crowd's roar, the opposing pitcher's antics become rhythms you surf rather than waves you're battered by. This recalibration transforms distraction from enemy to fuel, boosting split-second decisions and turning moments of chaos into opportunities to seize control. Visualization isn't fantasy, it's the mental gym where winners rehearse their triumphs. Dorfman unpacks how seeing success in vivid detail sparks real-world greatness. Edgar Martinez, a man known as much for his mental game as his bat, described picturing every pitch before stepping into the box. Dorfman shares how this wasn't daydreaming but a strategic mental play, letting Edgar swing thousands of perfect hits before the real game even began. Think of mental rehearsal as film practice. You're training the starring actor inside your head. Dorfman uses the metaphor of a slow-motion replay, seeing every detail, feeling the bat's crack, the ball's trajectory, instead of exhausting your body. This burns the blueprint of success into neural pathways. The payoff is psychological transformation. Players who visualize vividly report less anxiety and more confidence. Dorfman reveals that these mental movies actually rewire connections in your brain, making the impossible feel scripted. So when the moment calls, your body just follows the blockbuster story you've rehearsed. Remember Maxwell at Dodgers Stadium? Now you see the invisible forces that shaped his swing, confidence forged by mental reps, razor-sharp focus, and vivid visualization. Here's your challenge. Tonight, before sleep, vividly replay a small victory or perfect moment. Build that mental muscle daily. Over time, you won't just play the game, you'll own the mental battlefield. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.